Hello, we're the Santa family, and this is our short video on living with hemiplegia for Hemi Helps Awareness Week. So as Ollie's mum and dad, we're going to ask him some questions about his disability, and then he's going to ask us some questions about our experience. So the first question I'd like to ask you, Oliver, is are there tricky things about having hemiplegia?
Yes.
Such as? You can look at the list.
The first tricky thing about hemiplegia is dressing, even though I'm quite good at it.
Okay, what else?
The second thing is eating. I'm really good at eating. It's just that
you're definitely good at eating.
You're using a knife and fork.
Right. Okay. What do you use? Do you use a knife and fork?
I usually use a fork and a spoon.
Okay. Why do you use a spoon?
Well, that's easy to scoop up things.
Okay. Cool. And what else do you find tricky about living with hemiplegia?
Opening things.
Such opening what?
Like bags of crisps?
Yeah. I can do it eventually, it's just that I really do struggle.
Right, okay.
Wait, what I want to ask you, Oliver, is are there any advantages to having this disability?
There's two advantages. One is that I get a lot of attention in school.
Oh, really?
What kind of attention?
Is it good attention?
Yeah, like I'll give an example.
Go on then.
So when something's really hard, they help me out and they give me attention because I have physio.
Okay.
And the second one is.
What's the other advantage you've got?
The other advantage is getting out of pee because I really hate it. I just hate it.
Why do you hate pee?
I hate pee because getting stains, and that's really annoying because everybody else is like Speedy Gonzales.
So you find it difficult?
And I'm like the everyone else is like Speedy Gonzales. I know everybody, and I'm like a tortoise.
Do you find it difficult getting changed?
I find it not difficult to get stains into my pee clothes. It's like the other way round because it's like I've got to put things the right way round
and that takes you longer than everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our second question. So the next question I'd like to ask you, Oliver, is what's been your biggest achievement in your life so far?
Well, there's two.
Go on then.
Starting big school.
You've done really well with big school, haven't you?
Yeah, I made lots of new friends. And
what do you like about big school?
First I get to do new things. And second of physio because I get out of the whole lesson. I'm not like when I was at Gatehouse, it was like half of the lesson. And now it's like all of it.
And what lesson, do you miss any particular lesson when you do physio?
PE.
So that probably works out quite nicely then.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the other biggest achievement in your life so far? Tell us a bit more about that.
Going on residential.
Yeah? Tell us about what you did on residential. Good camera.
Residential, went there for a week.
Whereabouts? Was it in Cornwall somewhere?
Yes, it was in Cornwall.
Bood?
It was Bood, Outdoor Adventure.
Okay.
And this was in year 6, wasn't it?
The food was really nice, but the same really.
What was the favourite activity you did?
All of them.
Such as?
Kayaking, climbing, canoeing.
But your hemiplegia didn't stop you getting involved?
No.
No.
They made sure it didn't stop you, didn't they, Oliver?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, last question from me, Oliver. Is there anything that you'd change about your life?
Have more money.
You'd like more money?
Yeah.
So you don't find being hemiplegia's that much of a drag?
Yeah, it's a big drag.
In what way?
The drag, is it?
Because I've got to do physio, it really does wind me up.
Do you find that having a Hemi stops you from doing things you like to do?
Yeah.
Such as?
Art.
Well, I don't understand why art. How does Hemi stop you doing art?
Because physio art, once I'm physio and art.
So sometimes they take you out of
Art's
art.
my favourite lesson. It's like they just drag me out.
Okay, fine.
So you have to make a few compromises.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ask you some questions.
Oh.
Okay, what questions are you going to ask us all?
What was it like when the doctors told you I had hemiplegia?
It was a surprise, Oliver, because my pregnancy with you had been perfectly normal and everything had been tickety-boo and everything. And we didn't know straight away, but you were born very small and not very heavy. And at about 6 months old, the doctors told you that you had this thing called hemiplegia. We didn't know what that was, did we? We'd never even heard of it.
No, I remember when they took you to have your brain scanned as a baby. And I remember we went to see the paediatrician afterwards to get the results. And I remember that was very, very difficult, as this person just went on and on and on without actually telling us what the problem was. It was build up. It was
Wasn't very well done, really.
It was terrible. It was very poorly done, to be honest. What was your question? So what was? Yeah, it wasn't brilliant.
It was quite hard at the time.
It was Grandpa who noticed. Grandpa noticed as a baby. He said, "Have you ever noticed how his right hand's always in a fist?" So it was Grandpa that noticed, and yeah.
Second question.
Off you go. Fire away.
Okay, second question.
Is there anything difficult about having a son with hemiplegia?
I'd say with that one, Oliver, yes, for the first 5 years, the first 5 years were quite tough because we just wanted to get on, really, being your mum and dad, and there was a lot of people involved with us. Physiotherapists and occupational therapists and
speech and language therapists,
special teachers, doctors, paediatricians, and all these people we'd never even come across before. That was quite tough. But actually, I'd say the last 5 years have been a lot easier. As you get older, things definitely get easier.
I'd agree. As you get older, it gets easier. When you were young, it was like every time we had another appointment, it was like something else was discovered. The cataracts, the eczema, just this long list of things.
You had a lot of surprises to give us, Oliver,
and every time it got to feel like we just got beaten up a bit too much in the early days. But now
it's definitely getting easier, isn't it?
Now that everything's out of the cupboard, everything we know what's going on. It's a lot easier.
Third question.
Okay.
How do you see my future?
Well,
I'll be home.
I think, Oliver, that you've got a very bright future ahead of you. I think with continued support from family and friends, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, really.
Don't you think you've got a bright future in front of you?
Yeah.
You were shaking your head.
I feel like don't know.
I think that one of the things I've been delighted to discover is that you really have got, the lights are really on up there. They're very switched on, you know what you're doing, and if you apply yourself, I think that there's a lot of things that you can do. I think you've got a very good head on your shoulders, you're very intelligent.
Wicked sense of humour.
Wicked sense of humour, and yeah, I think there's a lot of options open to you, even though obviously physically there are limitations on what you're going to be able to do. So I see your future being very bright if you just pull your finger out.
I'll plug my head out. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. What?
And anyway, that's our little Santa family video. So thank you for watching, and bye bye.
Bye bye.
That's rubbish.